to take this mask off first. I don't really need it for what I'm doing right now. We've sanded this bathroom down, this entire bathroom. And now I'm getting ready to do some detailing. I showed you how I detailed the corner, but I'll tell you what I look for. If you're looking and you think, oh, just because there's a color difference, there must be something there, you're thinking wrong, because that's not the case at all. So if you think there might be something there, touch it. And what I'm looking for, this is a little bit of rough paper right there. That's what that is. So you always gotta mud rough paper, because that's gonna show. You're always looking for edges, on the edges of the corner bead, on the edges of the seams, but also in the corner bead, you're looking to make sure that this corner is nice and clean. Now, right now, it looks pretty clean until I get to about here. Now it doesn't look so clean anymore. So, I'm gonna sand this down, and that looks good. I will leave that alone now. So I come over here, and this corner here is not very clean either. And what you don't want to do is have mud piled up on the corner of this, on the edge of this, because the first time you chip it off, even if it's painted, it might look great. You chip the mud off. So you want to make sure there's really no mud on the ends of any of this corner bead. I was doing a commercial job one time, and I got a phone call that the edges of it was the nail-on corner bead, and you can see the steel on the edge. And they wanted me to put mud on the steel so it would take paint. I kind of laughed at them, and I told them I went to great efforts to take the mud off of that steel, because the first time somebody hit it, it would chip. And I go, are you using a professional painter? He goes, no, one of his workers, they were going to paint the job. And I said, do me a favor, go get a professional painter, because there should be no mud on this at all, because again, it will chip on you. So that's what I'm looking for. Is there any mud on the edges? Are they straight? Are they looking good? Do I have any big dents? Here's a dent, here's a little dent, here's a little dent. Do I have any big dents? This one here will probably sand out. Okay, but that one will not. If I sand that out, I'm taking out too much mud. So I want to fill that one in, and I will fill that one in. And then I'm looking for boogers. Here's a booger, right? You want to scrape off any boogers that might be there. Check the screws, make sure that they're solid and they're full. This one's a little hollow, and so I have to hit the screw a little bit. This one here's got a little, I don't want to say that word, but I had to coat that a little bit too. Let's keep this PG, or even G. Let's keep this G. So that's what I do. Now I'm going to walk into this closet and watch what I do. This is how I will detail out a closet, or I'll detail out anything. I look at the angles up and down. I take out anything that the sand tool did not. I check the highs and lows of the walls. This is paper rough. I do not like to see a lot of paper rough. The cameraman sanded this way too much. So you see all this paper up right here? That's not good. So you don't want to sand that much and have all this paper rough. Here it looks like you flipped the pole over and dented the wall here. So we can't have that either. So that's got to be fixed too. So I'm kind of looking for edges. I'm looking for nicks and dings. But then I go to the angles, and I got some bumps and things in these angles. 90% of the time, they will clean up just like this. Okay, that's 90% of the time. But every so often, you're going to have this little bump or something in an angle that won't come off. Look at, he nicked it again. He's probably not showing you that because he's holding the camera now, not wanting to take responsibility. But that was nicked again right there. And then with the bumps, you just got to pull them out. Again, if you're not sure, if you're seeing something on the wall and you're not sure, hey, do I need to fix this or not? Touch it. Look at this black mark. I've watched guys just come up and spackle this black mark because it's a black mark. There's nothing there. This is just a black mark on the drywall, and there's absolutely nothing there. Now, right there is. That was a nail It was a screw that got put in and pulled back out and never really got spackled good enough. But, so right there's something. And, boy, that's not filling in. There we go. But right here there's nothing. Right here there's nothing. Right here I got a scratch mark, and I can feel this paper badly right here. So I know there's something here. Sometimes when I do this, it's sometimes nice to just take the end of my knife like this after I put some mud on there. And I just kind of do that, and then I can fill this in again, and it's gone. That's completely gone. That's not an issue. And that's what you're looking for. Scratches, maybe. You might have a scratch. You might have an edge, a nick, a ding, a booger. And I just kind of glance over it just to make sure it's all done. The place that you want to look the hardest is around light fixtures. And I'll tell you why. When you go to plug something in, you constantly are looking here. You're looking here. You're looking here all the time. So if there's any type of imperfections around light fixtures, everybody's going to see it. Everybody's going to see it. So that's it. Just again, corners, do this. Keep your corners nice and clean. Everything else, I just use this, and I always keep a little bit of mud with me. Have a great day. I want to thank you for watching. I hope it's educational. I hope you've learned something. So if you really like what you see, please subscribe.